Deborah Bourne here, your Perrysburg councilwoman, and a voice for you. Are you aware, here in Perrysburg, we sit among the largest bodies of fresh water in the world? In the entire world. The Maumee River sits on the mouth of the Lake Erie. Fresh. The term comes from the distinction of a salt body and a non-salt body of water. One with salt is not a fresh body of water. One without is. But fresh, it is not. Filthy, it is. We are literally dumping raw, untreated sewage into the Maumee River, which leads to Lake Erie. When it rains hard in Perrysburg, our sanitation system is not built to handle the drainage and the sewage. Once it gets full, it just gets dumped into the river. Raw sewage and rainwater. You would think this was illegal, right? Well, I guess that's up for debate, seeing how the city posts up notice signs letting you know that, in fact, raw sewage is being dumped right here. There has got to be more effort and attention on how we are using the fresh water that Lake Erie provides. It is much bigger than just Perrysburg, Ohio dumping into the river. It is all the water treatment plants dumping along the Maumee. As disturbing as it is, you perhaps travel less than 10 miles up the river. The water turns from muddy green to clear, fresh-looking water. Travel just past the last water treatment plant, the Bowling Green water treatment plant near Haskins, and walk down to the river, and suddenly you will not believe that this is the Maumee River. I think it is so important to pay more attention to what things are than what they look like. Stopping the dumping into the Maumee River is more important than the construction of anything new or destruction of anything old.
The idea, okay, so you take this massive problem that is very regional and multi-state and binational, if you will.
Right.
And there is, there would be potential if there were the political will, it could be fixed. And in fact, Canada doesn't have anywhere near the CAFO and runoff problems that we do. It's the United States that's probably responsible for 3/4 or more of the Great Lakes, the pollution of the Great Lakes with these nutrients. And so it's not like, it could be dealt with if the politicians and the administrative leaders wanted to deal with it. It could be dealt with on a supranational level, on a regional level, at a multi-state level. But it's not happening. It's not happening because our politics is completely corporatized. And people do not understand well the very, frankly, we're backed into an increasingly desperate corner. Our decisions about food and energy policy intersect, and we're wasting an enormous amount of resources on factory food. We're wasting an enormous amount of resources that are in their own ways contributing even more to the global warming loop. You know, it's a hell of a ridiculous situation. So there's nothing left but us. There ain't no cavalry. We aren't being saved by our governments. We can't even get unhitched from the notion of electing people who are bought and sold. We still have the best legislature that money can buy, and we are going to for a very long time because they hold all of those cards. So we've got to figure out another path. That's it.